Alright guys, welcome back. It's going to be the first video on chapter 5 of Mechanics of Materials by Shear and Johnston. We're going to move on to the topic of drawing shear and bending moment diagrams. So first question, for the beam and the loading show in the A part, we need to draw the shear and the bending moment, and also we need to determine the equations of the shear and bending moment curves. So the first step, as always, for these type of question is that we're going to start with the free body diagram. So we can see that we have a distributed load and we have a homogeneous symmetrical beam, which means at the end we can replace this force with one single force, which the magnitude would be W times the length, which is L. So that's the force, and it's going to be applied exactly at center. So half of L on each side. And also we have a pin at point A, which we consider A, and also we can call it AY AX. And at B we have a roller, so that means we only have force in Y direction, normal, because there is no friction at the surface, so we don't consider any X component. So first place, looking at this, we are in equilibrium, and sum of all forces in X, Y is equal to 0, and we have one moment equation. Looking at this, we can see that AX is equals 0 because the only force that we have in X direction is AX. We can show our X and Y positive here. So AX is 0, sum of all forces in Y equals 0. And because of the symmetry, now that the AX is 0, the whole beam is symmetrical, which means AY is equal to BY. And that's coming from the moment equation. If we do it about AY equals 0, we can see that we're going to have the moment of the distributed force, which is, we have our sign convention clockwise, so negative WL times L half, and we have BY times L. You can see it's counterclockwise, so positive, and WL is clockwise, so that's why we have negative and positive. And this will be equal to 0, which means our BY, we can cancel out the L. BY would be WL divided by 2, which means basically we have half of this load at BY. So here we have AY plus BY is equal to minus WL equals to 0. So if we just put BY WL divided by 2, AY is also same as BY. So you can either go with the symmetry, AY is equal to BY, or just do the moment and you're going to get to the same answer. All right, so now that we have this, we have the reaction at the two supports that we have, and we can move on to our curve. So the way we're going to solve these kind of questions is that we start from the point A, and we're going to move on reaching to B, and we're going to do a section. And what we're going to see, I'm going to show it in here. So that's going to be our section where we have the distributed force W, and we can call this length X. We have our reaction at A, which is WL divided by 2. And now we're going to show our internal forces that we have at our section. So we have one shear stress, we consider the bending moment, and there's also a normal force. But because we don't have any horizontal force in here, we don't show it. But in reality, we have actually 3 forces in case there is any horizontal force. All right, so we're going to use our equilibrium equations. We can do sum of all forces in Y equals 0. What we're going to have, basically, we have the left side, we have W divided by 2. We have this distributed force, which in here, it's going to be downwards, so negative W times X. And it won't be the L because we are at the X distance. And also we have the V in here equals 0, which means our V would be WL divided by 2 negative WX. And the range that we have in here, our X is basically from 0 to L. All right, so that's going to be our diagram for the shear. So if I'm going to show it in here, so we're going to have these two diagrams. So we have V, which is our shearing force, and we can show our X in here. And I'm just going to draw the diagram for the bending moment here too. Just got it M, and we are moving from 0 to L. So this is going to be our L. Same in here. So the rest we can see that our equation for V is a linear curve starting from, we can just put x equals 0. If you put x equals 0, it's going to give us the WL divided by 2. And since we have a negative sign, we know the slope is going to be negative. And if we just put the ending point, which is L, it's going to be WL half negative WL, which is going to be negative WL divided by 2. So we're going to get somewhere in here where we have negative. So that's going to be our ending and starting point. And we can see we're going to reach, and the half of this is we're going to reach to 0. So that was the diagram for the shearing force. Let's move on to our moment. So we have the same free body diagram, and we can find the moment about this point. We can call it maybe, we have A and B in the question, so let's call it C. So sum of all forces about C. Don't forget our sign convention equals 0 again because of the equilibrium condition, and we are in static. So let's see what we have. So we have the moment of WL about C, which is in this direction, so clockwise. Negative, the force is WL divided by 2, and the distance is going to be x. So the moment is the distance vector times force. So this is our force, and this is our distance vector. Let's move on to the second one. For finding the moment, we have to replace this distributed force with one single force. The force is going to be again Wx, and it's going to be in the half of distance. So we're going to have the moment is going to be counterclockwise. So it's going to be positive. So plus Wx, and the distance is going to be x divided by 2. And we figure out the moment of WL, we found the moment of the distributed force, and we have our bending moment, which is m. So plus m equal 0. Also, we have a sign convention for these two, our m and v. These are the positive signs for, we consider v downward positive and m counterclockwise positive, which is the sign convention that we have for the moment. So not much new for the moment. So rest of it is pretty easy. So we have m is equal to, just gonna bring the other one to the right. We can actually factor w divided by 2. So w divided by 2, we're gonna have lx negative plus, yeah, negative because it's gonna be on the other side, x squared. So this is going to be our moment equation, which is the B part, and we just have to draw that on our diagram. So if you just put x, again, we have the x starting from 0 and ending at L. So if you just put put the x 0, we can see this is going to be 0. So our starting point in here. And if we just put L, again, we have L squared minus L squared. This is our ending point, and we know that the diagram of x squares, the parabola is going to be something like this, and where you have a negative sign, it's just going to be something like this. So same thing in here, we're expecting a parabola because of the negative sign, it's going to be something like this. and we can see if we put our x L divided by 2, we're going to reach the maximum. And off the topic, it's not really important, but for finding the maximum, we have derivative of m with respect to x, which is going to be, so we have this as constant, we're going to have L minus 2x equals 0, so our x in here is going to be half of L. That shows this is our maximum point. But yeah, that's pretty much the main things for a shear and bending moment diagram. We're going to be solving more questions, and we're going to get a bit more complicated as we go along in this chapter, but that's pretty much the whole idea. And yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. You guys take care. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.